Hey guys, so today we're gonna play around with a ton of product that I recently received. These are products that I unboxed and I give you guys first impressions, just visuals, my thought process behind the product. I may have swatched a thing or two, but I haven't tried it yet. And so I'm doing a follow-up by trying out the product, applying it on the skin, showing you how it blends, how it works, and whether or not I think they're actually good once we put them into action. But if you do wanna see the entire unboxing, that is gonna be linked in the description box. What's Up Beauty sent over backups of all of their eye brushes. I have already selected the few that I will be using for today's look. I'm hoping these are gonna work out. There's another one, but I think I'm gonna stick to these. I feel confident that these will work with what I'm trying to do today. I went ahead and I disinfected them with the solution that I use, that I create here on my own. And then for the eyeballs, I am going to use the hard candy. They're called, oh, one of them just slid. My legs were able to capture it. These are the shadow markers by Hard Candy. I did provide swatches of every single one of them in the unboxing, so if you're interested, make sure you go check them out. For today's video, I feel like I'm going to stick to the black and the coppery bronzy shade, which is more of a shimmer. And I am gonna start off with the eyeballs, only because I don't know how this is gonna turn out. I might need to blend some concealer and some powder to make everything look amazing. I have not tried Hard Candy in so long, and I'm so happy that they sent me a PR gift. I was not expecting that. I'm gonna go in with this one here. I want to say it's called Lights Out because it says it right there. I'm gonna apply this on the lid, and this is going to be or act like a base. And then I'm gonna use the What's Up Beauty R105, which is more of a fluffy shader. I'm gonna blend that out on initial. It does apply like a gel all over the lid, and it gives you a second to blend, which is nice. Sometimes pencils will kind of once they go on, they kind of freeze exactly where you applied them, making it so hard for you to blend. But this one here is really giving me a few seconds to blend. Long enough, I would say. So I'm gonna kind of go like that. I'm gonna use my finger to blend that edge. Don't get scared. Listen, if you're new here, I am a makeup artist. I never have a plan. I always kind of get inspired as I go, and I like to have fun, but it always works out. Very rarely would I be like, oh my God, this looks like crap. That said though, if you enjoy the content, personality, the vibe, please consider hitting that subscribe button and joining our family here on the YouTube. If you're not new here, you already know the drill. Make sure you hit that like button and you comment as we go along. And of course, I always want to hear you guys' thoughts. Okay, and then that dried down. It feels like a freaking powder. 100% dry, and I'm not mad at it. Is it gonna be long lasting, long wear as a base? I don't know. Now we're gonna move on to the other shade, which is called Pony, and it's super cute. I loved how it swatched. I am gonna kind of use the same brush as a just in case. It is a beautiful copper on its own, like a deep copper with a gray undertone, but then when you put it on top of a black, it just adds to the look and makes it look even deeper. So I wanted to kind of mix these two together. I want to focus this here on the lid itself, like so. I'm using this brush on that edge just to kind of blend that out. I wish there was a matte brown, but there isn't. Just to kind of blend that out. Do not worry about that edge. Look how pretty that shimmer is. I think I'm gonna go without the black on the bottom and just do this copper. I know some of you guys are new here and are judging me right now, but don't. Instead of just applying it under the eyeball directly, I don't want to be reckless, so I'm gonna go in with the brush and kind of blend some of that back and forth, and I think I'm probably gonna go in with the black on my maybe, I don't know. I'll wait till the end. Same thing on the other eyeball. We don't have a matte pencil in brown, so I'm gonna go in with the bronzer I'll be using on my skin. I'm gonna use the R104 by What's Up very lightly along the edge of that crease to diffuse and blend out that black base. I want it to look as blended and diffused as possible. Bronzer tends to really make everything look so much better. Keep going until I'm happy with the way it looks. I was ready to use this one, but the eye has so much drama. I think I'm gonna go in with my new Benefit foundation. I got this a few weeks ago. It's actually freaking good. It's really, really good. So this is the Professional Foundation in 18W Proud. They sent it Proud. 18W is the shade and then Proud is the name. They sent this to me a few weeks ago. Sent 2 different shades. This is like my best shade match. Don't be scared. I'm filming a reels, but I wanted to show you the coverage of this foundation. I did my regular like 2 pumps. Typically I do 1 pump if I'm going lightweight. If I'm going like full glam like purposely and I'm not trying to compensate with other product, then I would go in with 2 pumps. And because of the eyes, again, we have to go full on glam, but the coverage is freaking crazy, is it not? This foundation is fantastic. That foundation is not necessarily like spanking new here because I featured her a few times already in the past few weeks. However, what is new is the fact that Huda Beauty sent me my first PR package with it, which is crazy. I have a full unboxing over on Instagram. It is to die for. I even got the little hair clips in different colors. So we're gonna go ahead and apply these because I've tried their faux corrector. This is the faux filter corrector, but I've tried the pink pomelo. So it's more of a pinky undertone. It's great for the under eye. This one is peach and I'm more like, my under eye looks so much better with a peach. So we are going to go in with the new Huda Beauty products. If you've not tried a color corrector like this one, I want to show you guys what it would do. If you're about my complexion, maybe 1 shade lighter, 2 shades deeper, peach would really suit you to balance out the darkness under your eye. So I am blending it out with a beauty sponge. You can still see there's a hint of peach. Thing about color correction is you don't want a lot of color. You want a base of color, even if it's somewhat sheer. The more opaque, the harder it is to blend a concealer over top of it to hide the fact that you color corrected. So if you really take a look, you're able to see that it has a little hint of peach, but it's not too much. So we're gonna leave this one alone so you can see the difference. And then I'm gonna go in with Sugar Biscuit, which is in 3.5N. This is their concealer. I'm not overdoing it. I'm gonna apply my concealer there, just tapping a bit. And then I'm gonna use the brush that Huda Beauty sent me. I could go in with my sponge and I more than likely will blend a little more with this. Look at the brightness, a little more with a sponge. However, I'm trying to get a sharper edge out here and a brush typically does the trick a lot faster. You see, anybody that was doubting me, calmate. I told you it always works out. By the way, I need to, because now I look creepy, just half of my lips covered up. Here we have the under eye. The peach balances it out, a concealer over top brightens and makes it look like pure perfection. The next item I'm going to apply is going to be the Easy Bake Duo. These literally just launched and they sent me both of them. I have not tried the deeper one. This is pink pumpkin, so it's pink and pumpkin put together. No, this is pink velvet cookie and pumpkin pie. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a video for Instagram and TikTok where I will do the cherry peach under one eye and then the pink pumpkin on the other so we can see what it's gonna look like in comparison. But for right now, I am going to use cherry peach. And this one has a combination of cherry blossom cake and peach pie. And if you know me, you know that I have both. I love both, but my go-to is peach pie under the eyeball. I mean, peach pie all the way. I even have it in pressed form and it's peach pie. I'm looking for my little, here we go. And it's peach pie. So when you sift, I'll just show you. The sifter is different and it's pretty cool because you can select whether or not you want both of the shades to release at the same time, or say that you're like, no, I don't need that extra brightening. I just want to like set my under eye and peach is my go-to. You twist the sifter and then now you're just exposing the peach, but you can also do the same thing if you only want to expose the pink. So you have options and I love that. And I know that Huda Beauty listens to their followers, listens to their supporters, and listens to creators. And they know that this is something that people had been asking for because people were already mixing the shades that they had to customize and be able to have a duo at home. So the fact that now you don't even have to buy 2 to blend them, you can just buy the duo, is amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and set that under eye. really quickly. I don't bake. I lightly set. Baking makes my under eyes look heavy and crepey. I'm at an age where I can't bake anymore. That's okay. That's more for people like in their 20s and stuff, or people with like beautiful under eyes. That is the brightness that I got under the eye with those 3 products, and the difference is freaking insane. Now, can I just go in with concealer? Sure. But if I'm going glam, I want glam under eyes. Another thing is, if you guys are wondering, these smell amazing. They have like that Huda Beauty fragrance that we all love. At least I love it. I know a lot of people don't necessarily care for fragrance in their stuff, in their makeup, or find the fragrance to be a little too much. I don't. Like, I want it in a perfume. I heard there's a perfume that smells like this. If you know what the name of the perfume is it a Kayali one? I'm not sure. If you know, please let me know in the comments, because I want to buy it. Like, I like the fragrance that much. I don't know if I just want to apply mascara or if I want to go in with some falsies. So let's see how everything else pulls together, and then we'll finish off the eyes at the end, okay? But I told you it's coming together big kind. We're gonna go in with the Merit Beauty little blushes. These are the cream blushes. I'm gonna start off with the pink, okay? So the pink is called Le Bon Bon. The one in the middle is Redux, and then the third one is Postmodern. I feel like I'm gonna go pink. Would that be a lot? Maybe. But also I can go with that middle one. Let's go with the middle one. So I'm gonna go in with Redux, and that's gonna look like this. And I know they look really intimidating, but again, when you go ahead and swatch them, they're really pigmented, but somehow they're also kind of sheer. So the pigment is there, but they're not scary opaque, and you can definitely build them up, which is nice. I'm gonna go in with my Bleach brush and tap that on the cheeks. You could potentially just kind of go like this. I've done it before. However, I feel like when you go like this, now you're putting the energy into blending, and depending on the formulas that you have underneath, it could end up looking a little heavy in certain areas. So it's best to kind of like go in with your brush and tap that, diffuse it into the areas where you want it. And I'm glad I went with this. I wanted the pink, but at the same time I was like, maybe the pink is a little much, you know, because I don't know what I'm gonna apply on the lip either. Like, I have my eye on one of these two. I just don't know which one I want. Probably a paler one, but I'm still not sure. And I want the cheeks, the eyes, and the lips to tie everything together. For the lip, I'm gonna go in with Huda Beauty. This is going to be the Lip Contour Stain in Soft Nude. You guys, be ready for tomorrow's video. First of all, you need to check yesterday's video, because I unboxed an advent calendar that was just 20 bucks. And I feel like you should know what you're getting before you buy it, so you might as well go check that out. I am gonna link it in the description box. And tomorrow's video, I think it's a lot of fun, because I'm gonna go through items that have gone viral on TikTok. I've bought them, I have them, and I'm gonna tell you the things that people aren't telling you about these products. So make sure you have your notifications on, so YouTube lets you know when my video goes up, and make sure you are subscribed. So I'm gonna go in with this one. Again, it's in Soft Nude. Like I said, I don't know which one of the two lippies I want to use, but I do want to try these. So it's good that I took, you see how crusty my lips are? I took everything off of the actual lip. So I have 2 shades. I can go with the one that's a little on the pinky side, and that one is called Cashmere Muse, or the one that's a little more on the peachy side, and that one is Caramel Caramel Veil. Now these are part of their Sophisticote line. I think I want to go peachy. I could go pinky, but I think I want to go peachy. Let's see what that looks like. Worst case, we'll take it off. I showed you guys how dry and crepey my lips are, okay? So if this is going to emphasize that, you'll see it, and I'll tell you. I haven't gone back into the container again. I'm literally working with whatever came out with it all at once. Wow. Okay. So that dried down fairly quickly. Like quickly. The applicator. Hold on. Okay, so I have to be careful as it's drying. The applicator picks up a lot of product all at once. The shade is really pretty. It's not emphasizing in an ugly way like my lines. I have natural lips. I don't have Botox or anything. Not Botox, what is it? Filler. So you're going to see my natural lines on my lips. That said, it dries really quickly. I don't think you need to over apply. I don't think you should wait till it dries and apply more. I think it'll look ugly afterwards, being honest. But it's opaque enough. It looks nice as it is right now. The only thing is, once you start applying before it dries, you go like this. You're going to see it shifting on your lips and you don't want it to dry like that. Also, certain areas weren't fully dry and you see that right there? It lifted some of that pigment off. I kind of wish it was a more hydrating long wear formula, and I know it's possible. The more I do that, the patchier it gets. I don't like that. So now I'm not gonna do that because, hello, I'm gonna have to like cover that up and not talk. Give me a second, let me just let that dry down. All right, friends, you know what? I decided, I think I'm just gonna build up mascaras. So I'm gonna go in with the Benefit They're Real mascara. And then once that kind of dries down, I'm gonna top that with the Bounce because it's actually really, really good. And I feel like them two together, not only will it make them look longer like my lashes, but also fuller and give me that illusion that I have falsies on when I don't. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna pack these on and we'll be right back. And now the eyeballs are done. Like I told you guys, I was just gonna kind of like layer these two. So I started off with the They're Real just to kind of like really get them combed through and polished. And then I built up the Bounce and we are good to go. I mean, I look like I got falsies on, and I got compliments yesterday or in my last video saying how you guys loved the eye look, but also like my lashes. And I was like, girl, thank you, because they're mine. Before kind of wrapping it up, look at my lip. It's opaque. You can see all the like wrinkles in my lips, the lines and stuff. And honestly, I feel like had this launched 2017, 2018, it would have been cool. But we're currently in that era where we want long wear and hydrating and comfortable. And transfer proof would be like a bonus, right? And so I just can't get with how it feels. It feels pretty dry on my lips. I want hydrating. I remembered they sent their balm. It's in Sicilian Silk. I am topping it off with the shade because the shade range is beautiful. I think they did a great job with the shade range. I gave them props with their packaging because their packaging is everything. Would I use them? Yes, because again, the shades are beautiful. However, I would always top it up with something that will give me some hydration because they feel pretty drying on my lips. Then again, I already have dry lips, so that could be a factor. So I'm kind of like, it's a 50-50 for me, you know what I mean? All right, friends, but here is the completed look. The blush is blushing. The skin is looking great. The eyeballs, girl, hard candy. I am impressed. Like, I really, really am. And their drugstore, which is fantastic. You can get them over at Walmart. Pretty sure you could probably get them off of Amazon as well. And now I need to try even more hard candy products because I didn't realize they were this good. Now that you've seen the product in action, you've heard my thoughts. Let me know what you're thinking about everything featured in today's video. Remember, everything is going to be linked below in case you guys want to go check them out. And now you know we can't go anywhere without saying hello and thank you to our channel members, the G Squad, an amazing group of people who have joined channel memberships and are supporting the channel at a higher level. If you're ever interested in joining, all you have to do is hit the join button below and you're good to go. Now, friends, if you're still here, that means you watched the video all the way through and I truly appreciate you. It means the world to me, so thank you. I do post several days a week, so you don't have to go anywhere. YouTube is gonna go ahead and recommend 2 videos here on screen they think you are going to enjoy, so I hope you consider checking it out, and I'll see you guys on the next one.